Welcome to the North Plains Groundwater Conservation District Web Map. When the map first loads, it appears as you see on the screen here. But there are many ways that you can customize it to suit your own preferences while you work with the map. One of the first things you may want to do is gain more screen real estate by collapsing the left sidebar, clicking on this little arrow tab at the top. Note also that the legend boxes are collapsible. The one that's open by default when you load the map includes the North Plains Groundwater Conservation District layers. You can also look at different base maps, including the satellite layer, and additional data layers from the Texas Water Development Board, some statewide boundaries, and you can also link out to county assessor district parcels. These parcels will not overlay on the map, but if you click one of these links, you'll be taken to that county's property search map. In some cases, the county only has a search form. In addition to looking at different map layers, you can explore the wells themselves in different ways. These buttons across the top allow you to filter the wells and color the wells by different categories. These three black buttons let you turn wells on and off by well class, well type, and by well status. Say I only want to look at capped wells, for instance. I can turn these all off and then turn capped ones back on. If instead of turning wells on and off, I just want to see them differentiated by those same categories, I can use the color by button. By default, when the map loads, the wells are colored by well status. Before we look at this, let's open up the legend again, because the legend shows you the color by settings so you can tell which categories go with which colors. If I change the color by to well type, for instance, not only do the wells all change color, but the legend updates as well. So I can tell, for instance, that this cluster of purple wells down here are monitoring wells. I can also change to well class, and now I can see which wells are which according to their color and this legend. You can also quickly turn all wells off except those that are reporting winter water level observations or have telemetry data. And finally, once you have found the wells or the area of interest, set the color by settings or the filters just how you want, you can save this map window to a PDF and provide a custom title for that PDF. You can download that PDF to your hard drive or print it straight to your own printer. Landscape format works best for this, and note that the legend will print on the second page. Other tools that are present in this map include tools for measuring and drawing shapes. On the bottom left corner, right above the scale bar, you'll see a tiny ruler button. Click that ruler button, and now you can draw lines on the map, and it will show you as you draw the line the distance that you've drawn for each segment. Click it again to make that drawing go away. On the bottom right are some additional drawing tools that are a little more sophisticated. You can place a marker, and it will tell you what the lat long is for that marker that you just placed. You can draw a polygon of any shape and size. Double click to finish it, and it will show you the area of that polygon in acres and square feet. You can also draw a line similar to the measurement line, but in this case you can draw it until you're finished. Double click at the end and it will show you the total distance of that line. Finally, you can also draw a circle, and it will tell you the radius of that circle that you've just drawn. Click reset to make the shapes go away. Finally, in the top left corner are some additional controls for navigating the map. You can zoom in with the plus and zoom out with the minus. You can also zoom in and out with your mouse scroll wheel, but if you don't have one or you're on a mobile device, these plus and minus buttons might be helpful. You can drag this little up-down arrow button to change the north orientation of the map, and double-click it to get back to north being up. You can click this 4 arrow button to go into full screen mode and hit escape to get back to normal. And then finally, these 2 buttons will zoom you to where you are and zoom you back. Zooming to where you are can be exceptionally helpful if you're on a mobile device. I'm sitting in Colorado at a PC, so when I click this, it not only takes me completely away from the map, but it's not even really where I am. But if you're on a phone or a tablet in the field, this should be fairly accurate. And then you can use this Reset Map Extent button to get back to the way the map was when it was loaded. Finally, searching for wells and searching for addresses or coordinates can also be done with the search boxes at the top and the top right. The details for doing this are covered by a different help tutorial, but don't forget that you can also change the search box at the top from searching the wells layer by default to searching the groundwater production units layer instead. Be sure to check out the other help videos that cover the well buffering tool and the adjacent wells tool, as well as using the search boxes to find your well. For further assistance, please use the NPGCD website button at the top of the map, which will take you to the North Plains Groundwater Conservation District website.